And I appreciate everybody joining. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. We are busy right now, friends. It is awesome to be here. I appreciate everybody coming through. We're going to get started in just a few moments. I appreciate all the support, friends, as we get ready to go on this Tuesday. So we got a busy morning. We're going to talk about goals. We're going to talk about where we're at with our journey. We're going to get started. I probably won't stay on super long. I say that all the time because I got meetings this morning and I want to make sure I pop in to support folks. So I'm always thinking about how do I make sure I'm helping those who are along this journey with me. So let me know if you have questions. We're going to get started here. Um, I say we got to get started because we want to make sure our community knows we're here, that we are ready to get going, and then make sure that we are. Oh, I didn't like that. Okay. Make sure that we are supporting one another. Let me know if there's any questions as you come in. I am running super late, but let me know if there's any questions, friends. It's good to know my sound is super high. Okay, we're gonna get going. Let me know if you have questions. This is my 10 a.m. where we go live with ease and confidence, and we're building our community, friends. Appreciate you all joining the live stream. Let me know where you're from. Hello, friends. How are you? I'm Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I'm a creator network on TikTok, and we talk all things going live. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on, what you should expect. Thank you so much. Let's see. Let's stay focused, friends. Stay focused. Appreciate the support. Stay focused, though. We'll have bad actors. I tell people all the time, you got to be 18 years or older to be here. And this is a live stream for live streamers, okay? It's not for children. So 18 years and older to go live on TikTok or YouTube. Hello, Alvin. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for saying hello. Let me know where you're from. Again, we are talking all things going live on this live stream. And what I'm going to do is share a little bit about the live stream process. What I've done so far is that we've grown this channel since April to 925 subscribers. So, woohoo! We are on our road to 1K. This is the second day of December. So we'll see how long it takes us to get to 1K, but I'm optimistic that we'll get there before the month is over. Hello, friend. How are you? And so we'll get there soon. So if you are here listening to this live and you have not subscribed, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Hey, this is my first time here. I do have a question. I'm 25 years old. Okay, thank you. Let me know. I talk about all things live streaming. So if it's about live streaming, going on YouTube, going on TikTok, I'm a creator network agency on TikTok, which means that I support people who go live, who live stream there. And so what I do here is bring that conversation to this space because I'm growing the channel, but I'm also making this a playlist. So you can go back and watch some of the recordings and make sure you know what to expect when it comes to going live. So appreciate all the support. Let me know if there's questions. I always want to answer questions, especially for my new folks, as you're thinking about, okay, is this something you want to engage in? So when it comes to the what I call the rules of engagement, is that I want to make sure you first give it a thumbs up, give the live a thumbs up, like the live. That lets YouTube know that you're actively engaging. What you're hearing is something that you enjoy and you want to hear. So that's the first thing. Second thing I say is if you have not subscribed yet, click the subscriber button. Click that subscriber button so that again, we're growing the channel, you're a subscriber, and then you can click the bell to get notifications of when I go live and when I post content. So those are the rules. So make sure you do that, and then of course make sure that you're putting in comments and engaging and asking questions. My moderator is the Idea Barista. She'll pop in if she's able to. So she'll pop in if she's able to. But with that being said, I am monitoring the chat. I do look at the comments. And so if you have a question that's pertaining to live streaming, I would love to answer it. In the meantime, again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, okay? We're at 925 subscribers, so we are definitely growing. So I'm really pleased with the growth, really excited to support. Want to make sure you guys are getting as much information as possible. If you're new, feel free to say hello, how you doing, connect. I'm happy to answer questions there as well. In the meantime, we're going to get started in just a moment. I am making sure I'm supporting folks. Want to make sure I'm answering questions for you all and supporting as well. So feel free to ask questions as you are coming in. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well, friend. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any specific questions. I'm happy to answer questions as well. So feel free to come on in and connect with me. I'm sitting here. I'm actually making sure that I set up my screen. So that's what I'm doing. I'm setting up my screen for TikTok. And I'm trying to get stuff in there that we want to make sure we're sharing with our community and people are supporting. The tappers are priced up a little high now. And so I want to make sure I'm answering questions for folks. Give me 1 second as I've set up my screen. In the meantime, make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. We're going to pop over onto TikTok in just a moment. And so TikTok is where the channel operates from because I am a creator network over there. I talk all things live streaming. I make sure I'm answering questions. If you are curious about the process, feel free to pop over and get over there as well. And then we also engage. Okay, so I teach engagement strategies too. Okay, hello. Thank you so much for being here. You know what? You got to be of age. So if you're asking about games, that is a telltale sign that you're probably not of age. So you got to be 18 years and older to be here. So just, hey, friend, good morning. Good morning. About to go live. I was running late. I was trying to get some content posted. Did you post content yesterday? Did you post any content yesterday? I was trying to get some content posted and I ended up just saying, okay, I'll save it as a draft and I'll get back to it. So I got like part of it done. Okay, you filmed and edited some. That's good. I didn't get to the editing. I did film something and I did my my intro, my exit. Still editing. You know, so as you'll see with my videos, sometimes I'll do a quick intro. So I'll say, you know, whatever the topic is, I'll do the catchy hook, I'll talk on the screen, I'll do all that. And then I will I will do like a screen over a voiceover part where I'm talking because I'm talking about something on the screen. So that part I need to do. And then I just add text to the message and stuff and send it out. So I got like another 10 minutes of editing and recording and editing. I need to do the voiceover part I need to do. I did the film of the image I wanted to take. I was going to do a quick intro video of how to download Live Studio. So that was it. So because you know people ask me all the time in my live, oh, how do I go live on a computer? How do I go live? So I did a video for it. So I'm gonna post that afterwards. I said I was gonna try to post maybe twice a day. I'll see if I can get another one in before the day is out. But I'm gonna try to increase my posting if I can. So we'll see. All right, friend, I'm about to go live on TikTok. I did put on the do not disturb. I'm really uneasy about that because it puts it on all my devices. My bad, underground, left allowed. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, my moderator is Idea Barista. So if you're here, definitely connect with her. She is monitoring the chat. She's answering questions if you have them. Feel free to connect with her. Wait, why? All of it's linked. All my tablet is linked to my phone, which is linked to my other phone. Everything's linked. So all three of my devices. Is that what you asked about the why? The do not disturb goes on all three of them, which is a bummer. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Because what happens is that, well, what happened the other day is that I forgot to turn it off. So I had do not disturb on for like 5 hours between the live and then my break, and I forgot to turn it off. So I don't know. You're right. If that's interrupting the live stream, if there's something else I could do, what are the other options? Focus at work, maybe at work, maybe. I don't know if I could do that, and then maybe put a time that it doesn't interrupt me. I don't know. Anyway, it is something I have to kind of play around with. So those who are listening, what happens is that when I get a call that, and many of them are spam calls, they're not like emergencies, but when I get a call, it interrupts the stream and it mutes it. So for YouTube. So just keep that in mind, friends. I have not figured out the solution on not to make that happen. That does not interfere with how I operate. So anyway, so we got to figure that out. But right now I do have it on. I'll try my best to remember to turn it off. And then I'm going to go live. All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Come on in. We're going to talk all things going live. I'm fixing my camera. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to get to talking and chatting. I want to make sure I'm here to support you throughout your live journey, friends. So if you are curious how to go live, you're nervous, afraid, shy, you're trying to figure this thing out, feel free to join my live. Come in. Let me know how I can best support you as you're thinking about your next steps throughout the month of December to close out this year, as well as you get started for next year goals. So in the meantime, come on in. How you doing, Cheryl? Hi, friend. Thank you for that daily heart me. How's everything going? Are you going live, friend? Come on in. Those who are coming in, thank you so much for supporting the live stream. I appreciate you being here. So we're going to get started. I'm running a little late. How you doing, Linda? How's everything going? I'm going to add my live to my story. Hey, Dr. Trish, how you doing? Come on in, friend. How's everything going for you as well? Let's get to sharing out this live. I'm going to share with a few friends also. And so we can get some more friends in the room and we'll see what happens. And then we'll talk a little bit. We'll share a little bit. Have a couple meetings going on as well. So hopefully, morning. Hopefully we can have a great conversation. Hello, Coach Chantel. How's everything going? Good morning, friend. Thank you for grabbing a daily heart me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the support over here on the YT. We were just talking about the YT this morning because I have to turn on my do not disturb so it doesn't take out the sound. So we'll see what happens. Thank you so much, friend. I'll take a look at it afterwards. Thank you so much. For the populars, I appreciate the support. So we're gonna get some we'll get some more friends in the room. If you don't mind sharing the live out. So we'll share it out to some of our friends. We'll get going there as well. And then we'll talk a little bit more about engagement as well as making sure we're all thinking about the next steps for the next 30 days. If you're somebody in the agency, hello friends. I want you guys to let me know if you're planning any kind of, if you're planning a battle or anything like that, let me know that as well because I want to make sure that we're starting to be a little bit more proactive with planning for those. So that way it's on our agenda, it's on our schedules, and if you're going to infuse that into your live stream. If you are looking at your numbers, when I think about your numbers being your overall follower numbers, your goals for the month of December, how many hours have you streamed, how many days have you streamed, how many sessions have you streamed? Sometimes you guys do 2 and 3 a day. Take a look at that. I want you guys to be intentional about what's happening in your live streams. And then obviously how many diamonds you've collected. So that's something you want to pay attention as well. Nika Grace flying in. Holla Q joining us as well. Thank you so much, Frank. Holla Q. I came on really quickly. Well, I shouldn't say really quickly because I was up late yesterday. I had to send out some emails and stuff. Hey, Trisha T. Thank you so much. And you went live again last night. So that's right. You share that you're now trying to do 2 a days? Thank you, Coach Chantel. Appreciate that. Are you now trying to do 2, maybe 3 a days? Let me know. Good morning, Trisha T. How's everything going? And so I just wanted to say what I shared a second ago was that I want you guys to start thinking about your numbers. Okay, so that's the goal for today. Today we're going to talk a little bit more from an analytics. Yesterday I talked about it from a, as you think about goal setting for yourself. I want you to be intentional about your numbers though, because that's going to help you determine how you're growing. Yep, if I can squeeze in a pop up, I totally will. Look at you, friend. Let me clap for that. That's what it's all about. Put those pop-ups in there. I love it. I love it. And so I need to be the queen of pop-ups nowadays too, because we'll see what this B League and all this other stuff is gonna bring y'all. But yeah. So how cute. I will say that as you're continuing to grow, that will probably have to be part of your strategy. When I think about pure intentions at the A League level, yeah, you gotta be intentional about showing up. You're looking at your numbers. You're being very intentional about support, how you're bringing in, driving in new people in your live stream. You're gonna start paying attention more to your blue box. Paying attention to that blue box. That blue box is moving and shaking, y'all. Whew, a girl is 29 now. Oh my gosh. Let me cheer for myself. I was just 28. Now I'm 29. I'm going to do a whole analysis of November today. Perfect. Perfect. Let me know. You want me to tell you how many new followers you have? Hey, Eugene, how you doing? I was doing that yesterday in the live, telling people how they've grown. I was telling people how they've grown. So, yes, it was, it's been a journey, y'all. It's been a journey. So, yeah, so thank you so much for everybody coming through. You say yes, please. Hello, how you doing, Alex? Okay, I'm gonna tell you real quick because I know you've grown quite a bit, friend. You were here. Taliq, I don't know if I expressed this. Did I tell you you were you hit that 200 club, 200K club? You I don't know if you knew that. I think I said it once before, but I don't know if we acknowledged that fully. Cause yeah, friend, you hit that 200K club. Um, let's see. So yeah, you said what? So when you do your numbers, okay, thank you so much for being here, friends who were popping in. Eugene, yes. When you do your numbers for November, you said that's awesome. And then I'll say this: your numbers for November. No, I didn't know. I didn't scratch. Oh yeah. You did, yeah. You didn't get to 100K in October. You surpassed that. You got the 100K and the 200K in November, Frey. You are on the road to 500K. That's what it's all about. So your November numbers, ended up with 262 followers. So that's awesome too. That is awesome, friend. So I'm not going to take away all your research and your shine. But yeah, you had some positive numbers. You had a lot of growth in November, tremendous growth in the month of November. So yeah, everything for you for the most part is in green. So you're doing well, friend. Very well. So good job. You said does that bring up my LYA graded average? You are all what you mean? All y'all are A students. Y'all all A plus. Everybody gets an A. Except those who are not going live. Now I'm gonna talk about y'all. Except the ones that ain't going live. They right now ain't in the A. But everybody else is. How you doing, Muku? Yes, they get it. No, I don't know. No. They about DFs right now. they need to move a little faster, a little swifter. Let's get it going. Hey Anna, thank you so much. Thanks, friend. Thank you, Helicu. I'm like I said, you're doing great, friend. You are rocking and rolling. Everything that you're doing. Let me know. I know you said you wanted to meet. Maybe last week you were asking to meet, and I messaged you. Let me know if we want to get something on the books early December. And that goes for anybody in the room. I got 2 meetings today. I'm meeting with Flourish tomorrow. And so just know you guys are welcome. You said I got past 50K for November. You did. You did. I gave a shout out. I don't think you were here. I ran through the whole list of a lot of people who had tremendous growth. And yes, you were on the list, friend. There were people who I was saying you were on my list of people who went past 50K, because there was a lot of you that were like right there, and then there were people who went past 50K, and there were some people who were bumping right at 100K, close to it, but not quite there yet. And so this could be your month. That's why I say look at your numbers, y'all, because here's the difference maker. You know, if you're looking at your numbers, you can see, okay, wow, I could have been right there if I did a little bump and I looked at my numbers before, maybe before you went live. And that may have determined how you set your live goal, or how you had additional people that came to your live and you got new followers. Little things like that happen all the time in your live. I told you guys the other day, I didn't realize I had lost some shields because I hadn't been paying attention. And if I was paying attention, maybe I would have went live and did a voice chat later that day. There are little things that we all have control over. And so we want to make sure that we're monitoring and looking at our analytics as much as possible, even during the live. So pay attention to that. Swipe to the left or right and see if there's some numbers that you're trying to meet for that particular live stream, or even throughout the month of December. So you can pay attention to how you can grow. Okay, it may mean that you post a little bit more. And so if you're trying to hit a follower count number, maybe because you're posting in the content and getting more followers from a content perspective, that's driving people maybe to your live stream because they're seeing your content. So there's all that's at play. And so oftentimes we overlook how all that can help with your performance in your live stream. Okay. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you so much. Let's get to sharing out the live. If you don't mind sharing out the live a little bit more, I'm going to share on my live as well, and just make sure we get some more friends in the room. Get them that's coming in and popping in and supporting. Hopefully people are up and moving around soon, and they are coming through. So let me know if you guys have any questions in the meantime. I know some of you, like I said, are just now really kicking off your plans for going live. So let's see. Just share my live with a lot of friends. Okay. If you don't mind sharing. Are we referring to diamonds? When I said 100K, 50K, 200K, yes, those are diamonds. Those are diamonds. And Trisha, you know what I would tell you to do? Try this for your live streams, because I saw it work so well for Wellness Girl. And thank you, Monique, for the follow. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. It seems like non-sub fans will lose access to stickers soon. Say that again. Non-sub fans will lose access to stickers soon. So the regular fan club members won't have stickers. Hey MJ, how you doing, friend? I hadn't heard that. I had to go back and look at it. Where are you seeing that, Coach Chantel? Is that something that's being in the fan club? Let me know where you're seeing that. Hey Leanne, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I haven't seen that. So you're saying fan club members won't have stickers. They'll just have the default stickers, not the personalized ones. Hey Bloom. As opposed to super fans. Okay. I woke up late and missed your whole live. Did you? Oh, you're talking to Leanne. I was like, did you? Where you in? So Trisha T, let me know if you had questions about diamonds. You asked that question, and oh, I was about to tell you. That's what I was about to say. Let me know if you're still here, friend. Just let me know. I see it in a room where I canceled my sub fan subscription. You see it in a room where you cancel your Superfan subscription. You canceled your subscription, and now you said I am. Okay, give me 1 second. You just cancel your subscription, and now you don't have access to any stickers, not even the default stickers, the TikTok stickers, as a fan club member. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Hey, Carol. Okay, so here's what I will say for you, Trisha T. Um, I'm not going to turn it on now, but viewer wishes, I think you need to try that. That's the goal for this week. Thank you so much. Yes, it's telling me I want unless I renew. Oh, wow. Good morning. Oh, wow. So you won't have any stickers. Oh, that's shady. TikTok, do better. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I'll take a look and see if there's anything that is coming up to say super fan only for stickers. I haven't seen that. And I'm in many of your rooms and I'm not subscribed to your room. Mrs. Treetop, how you doing? E Nurse, I saw you come in as well. Thank you so much, everybody, joining us. Appreciate all the support that's coming through. Make sure you guys are tapping and sharing out the live. Thank you for the fest pop. Appreciate that. Let's see. I think I messed up yesterday and I did not turn on my I didn't see what my updates were. I didn't turn on the Halo. Fest pops. Um, oh, why did they tell me to turn on viewer wishes? TikTok. Let me see if that works. Okay. I don't know what this means for having my shopping cart on, but we'll see. And they want me to have 1,000 views for today. TikTok, you are doing the most this morning. So I can turn on viewer wishes. I didn't realize I could with my shopping cart. So Trisha T. So we're going to talk about that. Good morning. I am well. Hello, everyone. I had to do that yesterday. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, that's a new one, huh? I hadn't seen this one as one of the requirements. Okay. So anybody gonna send a fest pop from viewer wishes? Because I think I need one fest pop and I need one gift from viewer wishes. So the combination could work. Thank you so much, friends. See, appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Hello, Leanne. Hey, Voice Guru. Hello, Bloom. How are you, friends? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me give a big hug for the glasses. I appreciate the support, friends. Thank you so much coming in. So I am going to turn off viewer wishes. I satisfy that. But Trisha T, this is for you. This is pretty much what I was saying. It doesn't have to, it could be Live Fest. If you want it to be the Live Fest theme, you just click the template to get Live Fest. Let's try it this week. Let's see what happens. And you turn that on and activate it for your live stream. I think that could be a nice little add-on for you. I need to remember to turn mine on later when I'm live on the phone for the quest. Yeah, because I totally forgot about the quest yesterday. And I was supposed to be wearing the halo. And I totally forgot about it. Okay, so let's test that out. I want to see if we get a little bit more engagement. Oh, that's right. How you doing, friend? I'm going to see if you get some more engagement just by having that up. Unfortunately, I think this is your orientation of where you cook. So it may be in the way a little bit, but if you have not 4 gifts, maybe you have 2, it'll shorten it a little bit. So that may be a way to do it. So maybe you have just 2 or 3 gifts there. Of course, you can't do it on Live Studio for Mac. Oh, really? TikTok. Interesting. It is for the PC because I saw it. It must be for the PC because I remember seeing that on that tool area. It was there. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I saw viewer wishes. I didn't click it though. So I'm gonna end that. But again, that could be a great tip. I would say everybody try it to see what happens, depending on what you're doing in your live stream. If you're still doing the quest for Live Fest, that's helpful. Good morning, Kim. How you doing, friend? If you're still doing the quest for Live Fest, that could be really good too, where you're sharing that, hey guys, we still got Live Fest going on. And like you just saw, it requires you for some of the quests to turn it on. So you might as well just try it. And just see what happens. We're talking about engagement in a way that your audience maybe doesn't normally engage. So you want to try different things out. different strategies. The other thing I will say is look at ways that look at your analytics. Thank you so much for the populace. Appreciate it, friend. Look at your analytics. So we're starting a new month. Thank you so much for the daily heart. We appreciate that, friend. Um, morning, morning. Thank you for that. Thank you for the cheers. Appreciate the support title gift of the cheers, friend. Um, so if you're looking at your analytics, we talked about a lot of data stuff yesterday. I kind of want to use today to kind of really get you guys looking at it because that's going to drive how you perform. So Halaki was in the room earlier. She didn't realize she had hit 200K. Thank you so much for the fast pop. So 200K diamonds, and that's diamonds. She hit that probably like within um it's 30 days in November. I think she hit it right around 22 days in. So I mentioned it to her, and she still had a whole nother week left, and she had already surpassed 200K. She could have had her eyes set on maybe 300K or something else. So that's why I said have goals for yourself. Look at what you're trying to do early. And if there's an opportunity for you, you said that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. If there's an opportunity for you to get new followers and maybe you shift to how you're doing in your live stream. So maybe you're looking at your daily analytics, you're looking at posting more content. So your content gives you followers as well as your live stream. The content also is a driver for people coming into your live stream. Okay? And if you're somebody who's not sharing out your live, if you're somebody who's not promoting your live by doing a live event, putting in your stories, toggling on that is going to show up on all your content. This is think of your live stream as your business. And the example I gave yesterday, I said, you know what? If you had a brick and mortar business, you opened up the doors every morning, you just sat there the whole time, expecting for people to walk in and get some foot traffic, maybe, or just come to your store because they know about it somehow. You got to promote it. You got to market. You got to share it. You got to let people know that you're present. You got to let your community know. You got to constantly talk about it. In my videos, you'll hear me say it all the time. Join me live daily where I give tips to go live, help get monetized. I'm always saying something about my live stream and all of my content. Okay? So as you're growing, as you're building your community, share with people. Come join me. Come to my live stream. Learn more from me. Here's what I'm going to talk about. Here's the topics we talk about. Come up with your intro, your outro for your content. Okay? You want to be intentional about that because as you're, hey Katie, how you doing? As you are growing your community, you're building a community of people who can know what to expect from you. They're getting to know, like, and trust you. We talk about that all the time, but they're knowing what to expect of you every time you show up. Okay? So you want to be able to do that and be intentional about how you're measuring your performance. Thank you so much. How you doing? Thank you for those fast pops. Thank you for joining the live stream. You are helping me. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for that. And because I mean, and many of you like Kim, many of you do have a business. You are in business. This is your business. A big aspect of it. It's how you get clients. It's how you're getting more exposure. All that's happening. So you got to treat it as such. You got to. And you got to invest the time and say, okay, how am I going to do this intentionally and strategically in a way that I am going to grow? If we are going into 2026 and this is our growth year, so this year right here, this year that we in now, we just joined the agency. The agency just got started in August. We got a whole lot more ahead of us. Now, what are you going to do in 2026 to grow and improve? Okay? This was your time to kind of figure things out, get a little bit more acclimated. Hello, my favorite. Learn the platform, kind of get your messaging. Next year, you're now on this upward trajectory and you're going to take what you've learned in the last 4 months. Okay? Thank you so much, friend. The last 4 months, you're going to take that information and you're going to take it to the next level. Okay? And to do that, you got to pay attention to what you're doing in your live stream, in your data. I tell you all the time, what gets measured gets done. So you got to measure. You got to look at data. You got to understand it. You got to know what else you could be doing. And then you pair it with strategy. Okay? So if you're saying, I want more diamonds, if you're saying, I want more followers, if you're saying, I want to make sure people are watching my live and engaging in my live and supporting the live stream, then there are things strategically you got to do to make that happen. Okay? So that's what we're going to talk about. I want you guys to be intentional. We're gonna get to chatting in the chat. You're going to share. So think about this because I want you guys to share out. What are you going to do? And I want you to name it. I want you to be out. I want you to be clear about it. Say, okay, what do you want to have happen? What are goals that you have for December? What are goals that you have for 2026? And it could be lofty goals. They could be really ambitious goals. Don't do safe goals. Don't do safe stuff. We know safe. We know we could do stuff. We know we can get 1,000 followers. We know we can do that. I'm working on my analytics and following the feedback. I love that. I love that. So you're getting feedback too then. Okay. You're getting feedback from the numbers or you're getting feedback from your viewers in your community. So that's good. That's good if you're getting that too, to share how people are sharing how they want to have more, support or information from you. So that's good. Really good. Natty, how you doing? Good morning, Black Lotus. Good morning, Natty. Natty, you went live yesterday. I missed it, friend. Was that okay? Let me ask this. Okay, so people who looked at your data from November, and like I said, November was a great month for many of y'all. Okay, did you get the flash goal? I did not. You know they're gonna give me them HMs. I'm gonna get the HMs. I'm pretty sure of it. They haven't given the HMs in a while. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. It'll probably come up any second now because the room is starting to grow and TikTok's like, now I'm gonna give it to you. Okay, I'll save mine. Yeah, you know that's gonna happen. It hasn't popped in for like 2 or 3 days. So we'll see. Um, so with that, I will say we'll post content twice daily to continue to increase the follower and viewer data. Yes, I love it. You said you're getting roses. Thank you, Black Lotus. TikTok, did you hear that? I'm getting roses. Roses. Roses for the flash go. I hope so, Black Lotus. um, but yeah, so that's good. My favorite because if you're looking at that follower data, you said 5 roses to be exact. Thank you. 5 roses, TikTok. That would be awesome. TikTok don't work that way. They're like, okay, you need 25. So, or right now, well, it's going down, so 19. Hold on one second. Nika, what you doing? Post my schedule. Hold on. We putting it in here. Y'all put it in here. Wait a minute. Let me make sure. Nika, yours said, post my live schedule, 600 more followers, post content, 3 super fans, and win. Girl, hit level 25 doing Nika's battle. Did you really? Congratulations. Bloom, look at you. Look at you. Y'all, I just told y'all I celebrated level 28. Was that last week? I'm level 29 this morning. I don't know. I need to sit down and talk to Janine. Me and Janine, we're going to have a talk. Cause this is getting out of hand, y'all. But hey, I love it because I come in and support. So I love y'all, and I want to make sure y'all feel the support happening. But it is interesting. Budgetarily wise, I know I need to think differently, but it's all good. We gonna figure it out. I want y'all all to grow. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. So more of y'all are starting to go live. So I'm spreading out a little bit more too. So I think that's what's happening. So that's what's happening. You said I saw you coming in like Santa Claus this morning. Oh my gosh, I gotta. Oh, you're so sweet, Nika. Thank you for that, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate it. Yes, and I thank you for that. All the DJ glasses. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you both. I appreciate the support. The DJ glasses. Thank you so much. Hey everyone, happy terrific Tuesday. Hey Coach Jesse, thank you so much. Let's see. Dr. Lisa come through with those dang DJ glasses once. I almost you're so funny. Those DJ glasses are a thing, y'all. And TikTok is wrong for that, for them being in every C and D gallery. And I don't know if it's an A, it's probably an A as well. The water for the well gets deeper and deeper. I love it. It does, doesn't it? Why the D? I don't. You know what? Let's be real about it. The DJ glasses actually, if you do the math correctly, is more expensive than the well. Is that right? I think it is. And so TikTok wrong for that. TikTok, like you're wrong for that. Good morning, Dr. Lisa. Everyone, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, official Tan Squad. Thank you so much, friend. So, yep, I know TikTok is wrong for that. So again, so it's become my signature gift. So I try to be intentional about like how do I spread that around and stuff and support. But it is one of those things where I'm gonna have to be a little bit more intentional about what I'm doing. I heard 29 to 30 is a big jump too, in terms of how many points you need to get to 30, and then 30 to 40 is it's interesting. TikTok is very interesting. So yes. Thank you so much, Fran. I appreciate the DJ. I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much, everybody. Um, it's all yeah, it's all a blur after 20. I know it is. And it's something, obviously I need to probably be a little bit more strategic about how it's happening, because what I've been doing, especially with what you guys have seen with Live Fest, you're supporting, and you want to help, and then you just, before you know it, you're here. You're here. So Bloom, you can relate. Bloom said, I got to 25. And before you know it, you're there. so so a lot of that has been happening. It's been all good. It's been all good. So I leveled up twice between November and December. So I appreciate supporting you all. That's what I'm here for. It is to support and for you guys to feel the support. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. Um, in the meantime, I want you to look at your data. I stopped checking after 25. Did you really? Ooh, well, let me say this. That's probably my problem. I stopped checking too. That's the problem. Just stop by to say hello. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Um, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's the problem. We might need to be checking, Coach Chantel. Hey, how you doing, Gladiator? Appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, I think that's it. We might want to look at it a little bit more, but it's all good. It's all good. It is part of how you are supporting others and how you're building community. And then as time goes on, um, it'll come back. It'll come back. You put it out in the universe, it'll come back. I take a screenshot at the beginning of each level so I can take a look back at how much time it took. Oh, that's an interesting thought. I like that. That's an interesting thought. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I like that. I think, yeah, I probably should do the same. Take a look at it and see how long. Well, 28 to 29 did not take long at all, unfortunately. So I know it was less than 10 days. Dr. Lisa, are you B3 top 70%? You know what? Maybe let me do this. Let me put my my sticker. I am 43 right now, so that's good. The problem is, hopefully it holds true. It holds. Let me put my sticker up. Hopefully it holds for the morning. No, you are. Oh, you are. That's a question. Thank you so much. You said you are. I am. But you know what happens, and I'll come back. Obviously, I'm going to come back for my 4 o'clock. My 4 o'clock, yes, I'll be back for my 4 o'clock. I was about to say, I may just do an hour, so we'll see what the 4 o'clock looks like. Um, Gotta go teach. See you later. Thank you so much, Dr. Church. Appreciate you, friend. So, what I was gonna say is that this here is also something that I'm now having to pay attention to a little bit more. So I said it earlier, I had lost a shield because I wasn't looking at my data. I wasn't looking at the analytics. I wasn't looking at my league. I didn't see where I was at. So now as you grow, and this is where I'm telling you guys now, as you think about your growth trajectory, whether you're in C League, where you're aspiring to if you're in B League or aspiring to be in B League, you got to pay attention to the numbers. You got to pay attention to what's happening in your live stream, how many new followers you got, how long you've been on your live, how many diamonds you received, all that, what league you're at, what's your percentage in terms of where you're at along that timeline for the leagues and that 24-hour timeline that they have there. So pay attention to that. And so that's where I started off with this conversation when it comes to December. We're in the last month of the year. There was a lot of you who had tremendous growth, okay? If you looked at your numbers from August, September, October, November, you should have seen some growth. For the most part, I know some people had, I think about Favor, she had her surgery, so November wasn't the month that it could have been because she was taking care of her personal health needs. But just recognizing that if you are putting in the time, you're putting in the effort, you should have seen growth, okay? You said I dropped down to C2 because I took the weekend off. Yeah, the weekends are hard. Y'all, I know y'all want to take them off. But if you can sneak in alive in the morning, that'll be good. If you got shields, you might lose a shield. When you're in C, it's hard to take time off. You gotta be very strategic about how you do it. You gotta have enough fragments. So if you lose a fragment, it's not too bad. But if you don't have enough fragments built up, then you'll drop down. Little things like that you're gonna have to pay attention to. I know that's something that I'm gonna have to pay attention to because I got the one fragment. I probably need to be strategic enough to say, okay, I'm going to go live later in the day and get to the point where I earn another fragment so that carries over to the next day. And then if I end up dropping below for whatever reason, I'm not dropping a league down, I'm losing a fragment. Does that make sense? And I want to express this because I think with the leagues, for those of us that go live earlier in the day, like me, and then my 4 o'clock is still fairly early, that is not enough of a runway for you possibly not to drop down unless you pay attention to what percentage you ended your live with, especially when you get in B League. So for me, now that I'm in B League, I got to pay attention to that being probably on average what I'm noting. And it just depends on who else is going live and what's happening. Leanne was really good about setting an alarm and telling me to do that and pay attention to it because right now Live Fest still going on. Round 2 people. They had the bonus hour last night. People are going live more frequently. Good grief, how you doing, friend? And just thinking about like, what should I do? Oh, look at you. Silver Fox, congratulations on that level 30. Congratulations, friend. Let me put you up here on the pin. We got a lot of 30s lately. I'm talking about I'm leveling up. Y'all leveling up. Everybody getting 30s in the room. I love it. It feels like I'm celebrating the 30 Club more and more often. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the support and coming back and continue to support the live stream. So when you think about 30 Plus Club, yes, 30 Plus Club. When you think about this league stuff, if you go live too early and you got a lot of stuff that happened, I now have to pay attention to see if I'm in the 40%, 30%, I should be okay to let that coast throughout the day and come back the next day. But again, it does require that amount of focus and paying attention to it because it could drop down. Okay? And so I got to be intentional about what I'm doing, how people are supporting this live. And then again, that's partially my strategy too. Like I'm going out to support you guys so you guys feel support coming from me, as well as my new people feel the support coming from me as well, so that all that support can come back as well. Okay? So think about what you're doing for your communities. Think about how you are supporting them. As you grow your community, especially if you got new people, who are coming into your lives and supporting you, but showing up and continue to be there. And when they go live, you should be in their rooms. You should be helping them. This Seed League business is going to ruin my comfort level with my early live. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you, well? What do you mean by that? Let's see. You're C5 now. You there? And you are going to be C4 soon. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna. Well, the good thing is your room is growing. That's the good thing. I tell you guys all the time, don't get too hung up early on with the leak stuff. Don't get too hung up early. I think there's still room for you to grow a little bit more. I'm going live so early. It meant super hard to maintain and not go on later. Exactly. Exactly. Who else does that? Mrs. Treetop. You mentioned that yesterday. And that was an early live for you. I think you do come back later though, don't you? I think you've been coming back later quite a bit lately. Because again, as you're moving up and you go live earlier, those fragments, all that stuff that happened, those gains early in the day, it drops back down. You don't get it, unfortunately. And I think TikTok is shady for that, to be honest with you. I think that's a super shady move because at the end of the day, thank you so much. At the end of the day, we should be able to get those. I think it's wrong that we don't. Because if we hit that milestone, why not let that actually confirm it and secure it instead of dropping us back down throughout the day and we don't actually achieve it. So you almost have to have it at that milestone or beyond at the end of the day so it can turn over into the next day. Thank you so much. Mr. Treetop comes on several times some days. Yeah. So I just say that to you all. That's what's happening. And, obviously we're all learning because we're now in it and we're experiencing it. But it is something to pay attention to. They have to keep moving the target so that they can get more great. Yeah. Moving the target. Keeping you here. I got my watch on right now. TikTok, TikTok. Yeah. That's it. Thank you so much, all who are coming into the room. Appreciate it. Yeah, keeping you here, keeping the train moving. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Thank you all for coming through. Any of my new people in the room, let me know if you're new. Put it in the chat that you're new. You're here listening. I'm happy to support any questions. D Queen, Ahmad, thank you all so much. Google, thank you so much for being here. Let's see. When she gets low for fragments, she asks for us to come and support and goes live. I heard that. Miss Treetop, that's a supporter though, because she's been out here supporting quite some time, and now that's a great strategy because she is putting in the work. So it's only fair for her to be able to say, you know what, guys, I've been supporting. Let's reciprocate. That's essentially what she's saying. Praise him. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you all for sharing out the live. If you don't mind sharing the live out. East Side, thank you so much, East Side girl. Thank you so much for joining through the repost. Appreciate your support. She really is. Even if she can only afford to be on the room, in the room, I will be there. Yes, yeah, exactly. She deserves it. She absolutely, because she put in the work. I am blessed. And how is everyone? Great. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. And so let's go back to the December. So I want you guys, if you did not get a chance to yesterday, y'all got homework, especially those in the agency already. You got homework. I want you to look at your data. Okay? I want you to look at your data very closely and say, what are some things that I did in the month of November? Because it was a strong showing. It really was. What did I do in the month of December that I'm proud of? And what's the thing I want to do to improve on? Okay? Something you're proud of. Oh, thank you for the best pops. Dr. Nicole, you went live. I didn't get a chance to pop in. Was that your first live, friend? Or it wasn't your first, but I know you're still growing and getting used to going live. So I want to make sure I pop in. Let me know the next time you go live. Let me know. Thank you for the populars. And Dr. Nicole, what's your live topic about as well? Let us know in the chat if you don't mind, so people can know and support as well. Thank you. Oh, look at the ginger man, bread man. Well, that's a new one. I hadn't seen that one. Thank you for that. Um, so there should be things that the potato, say the holiday tater. There should be things in your analytics that you're proud of, that you should be excited about, that you want to make sure that you will continue to see that growth. Thank you so much for the shares. Thank you, praise him. Thank you all for the holiday gifts. I see them coming through. The hot chocolate. He said, it's interesting that it tells me when people in my fan club are about to level up in the blue box. Let me know. Nika, you said that. Let me see. Where is that at? Were you in your live? Where were you at that you saw that? Because Nika actually messaged me. She said, you know you're about to level up. And I was like, oh, let me look. I was like, well, what are you doing? I think it's in my live. I'm in my live. I don't, unless none of y'all about to level up. TikTok ain't said it. Where am I looking? I don't see it. Oh, no. Well, it says fan club reaching level 36 soon for you, Nika. I see that. I don't see Coach Jesse, you're going to be reaching level 33 soon. I see those messages. Leanne, you're going to be reaching 23 soon. Adrian's going to be reaching 26. Favorite's going to be reaching, oh, these are blue box levels, ain't they? 24 for Favorite. Yeah, because she's in my live. That's her blue box level. Maybe no one is about to level up. No, Favorite is. That's what it says. So it says level. It doesn't distinguish that they're talking about your room level or the blue box level. So obviously you knew it was the blue box, just like I know Favorite, because Favorite's a level 20. Thank you so much. Natty Nat, what is that one? The captured vocals. I love that. How you doing, White Bear Reiki? Voice Guru, you should use that as a gift. That would be cute for her. That would be cute as a gift for her room. So, exactly. um, so when you guys are in your live, what Nika's talking about, I do see it. So it doesn't give you a distinction between if it's blue box level, or your fan club, but it does say that person's about to level up. Yeah, I like finding the energy match gifts. So what you mean, like the manifestation, those type ones? Oh, that's a good idea. Wellness with Rad, is that it? Rachel, thank you so much, friend. Yeah, I like the manifestation. Manifestation is a really good one. You're right. And so a couple of the energy and tarot readers, it is so pretty. It is. They use that as their gift. I know Wellness Girl, she uses it quite a bit, as well as the original Aborigine. I don't know if you guys know her. She'll use it quite a bit for her gift. You know, it's 500 coins, so it's a great way to kind of get the room moving and stuff. The sweaty teddy. The sweaty teddy is cute. Well, you know what? So the fitness, this is about to be your season, Natty Nat. So Natty Nat, just like we was teasing yesterday about, I wasn't teasing, I was actually serious. Dr. Michelle was in the room. We were saying, hey, this is her season. when it comes to the relationship stuff, Kim Love Jones, this is your season. These are all the times that people are talking about relationships and love, and you got your winnaboo. What did you say? Your cupping buddy. You got that person in December, and then who you gonna spend time with when the New Year comes on December 31st? Who are you with? You know, that kind of concept. And then Valentine's Day is in February. So you got your relationship people now, and then you got your fitness people. Oh, congratulations on level 14 in the room. Let's see. Let's celebrate it real quick. How you doing? Let's put that in there. I'm gonna put that up there. Praise him. Let's see if I can get designs in there. It may not put it all. There you go. Appreciate you coming through. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that level 14. So yeah, so Natty, You know, everybody got their New Year's resolutions. They're getting prepared for the new year. They're going to talk about what goals they have for fitness goal and dieting and exercise and all the things. So you got a nice little run that's going to happen January, February. Now people fall off by March, but you know January is going to be a good time for you to talk about setting intentions, setting your goals. I'm going to set the flare off tonight to see what it does. I have two, can only use one per live. Okay, okay. Yeah, let me know. Let me know how that looks. I've never seen it in action, so it'll be interesting. And they expire. Okay, definitely use it then. Definitely, friend. Thank you so much for the daily heart me as well as those roses. I appreciate it, friends. Thank you for the daily heart me. So, hey, Levie, thank you for the daily heart me. The selfie. How are you, friend? Oh, look at you. You reached level 16 in the room. 16 blue box. That was a blue box 16. Congratulations, Laviv. Look at you. We were talking about that. People are leveling up. There's a lot of growth that's happening. So that is awesome, friend. You've been out in these streets supporting and growing. Love it. Your blue box is going to change to 15. You just hit level 16. It's 15 there. It's not, but now about to be 16. Congratulations. And level 12 in the room. Nice. I'm going to switch this out. I'm going to be very, let's see, will I do it? Thank you so much. Lviv is one of our herbalists, so definitely get to her live too if you are interested in things you should be thinking about. Thank you, Natty. Appreciate you for the sparkles. If you are thinking about, that's great for New Year's. I love that. If you're thinking about your health journey and what are some different herbs that are a good fit for you, Natty, you did. Y'all got me playing the change out game. I love it. Natty Nat. Look at that. Thank you, friend. Look at that. Dr. Nicole, wait a minute. Congratulations on 12. Y'all so sweet. Y'all said we're going to do this today, Doc. I'm going to put Natty up for 30 seconds, then I'll ping you up. Let's see. Did it show it? It actually did. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. That's awesome, y'all. That's growth. So I appreciate everybody coming in and supporting them live. We're gonna get there, y'all. So I was looking at the sticker there. So I appreciate you all. Okay, so back to what I was talking about. November, we're setting goals. Okay, we're looking at our analytics for November. We're going to use our November data to set goals for December. And then I want you to look at your data. I want us to make data-driven decisions. You're not looking at numbers just to say, oh, well, I got 200 followers for the month of November. No. You're now saying with that information, what's the next goal? How do I increase? How do I do that strategically? Okay, so if it is the case that there's 200 for November, how do you get 250? How do you get 300 for December? Okay, so what did you do in November? Did you go live more often? Did you post more content? Did you go out to other lives and network and connect with others? Were you in the content networking and connecting with folks that way as well? Were you being very intentional about scheduling your live event, posting it to your story, putting a note to say you're about to go live? What did you do? And if you're not doing any of those things, how do you then be intentional about scheduling that stuff out? Being intentional about writing it down to say, here's what I'm going to do to improve on those numbers. Hey, Jamie Lee. That's what you need to do. You got to be very intentional about looking at your data and then coming up with a plan, an action plan to see growth. It's not just showing up here. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate your friend for that daily art me. It's not just showing up here and going live. It is very much like a business. And if you're treating it like a business, you'll see that growth happen. Dr. Nicole, I'm going to put you up real quick. Oh, that period. Let's see, let's take the period out. Whenever there's a period in the name, like my name or Dr. Nicole's name, TikTok doesn't like the period. So you got to take that out, friend. Okay? So appreciate it. My analyst said I post 69% more. So I'm opening up my content daily. I love that. Thank you for the stickers, Jamie. I appreciate you, Natty Nat. So yes, that's the type of approach you got to take. If you got the data, okay, If you posted 69% more, how do you make it 70? How do you make it 75? Okay? And then you know how often you're posting. You know you could post, once a day daily at least. If you're not doing that, you need to get to that level. Or what does it mean to post 2 to 3 times a day? Oh, in the past 28 days. So they looked at it over the course of November. That's good. You said I need to do that. Yep, that's it. You know, the data's there for you, whether it's your posting data and the information there, or if it is your live data. You got the data. So for me, posting is my Achilles heel. I have to admit, posting the content, I was like, oh my God, let me post something. Let me post something. Oh my gosh, let me take a clip from my live stream. I'm just gonna post something. Let me get something out there. And then before you know it, meetings happen, live streams happen, supporting happen on the live, and I never posted. And so I need to be better with my posting. And so if I want to see growth, I know that that's a lever I can move. I know I need to post more. You said that's me. I know. And so I know I have control over that and I need to do better. Okay? So I will post, I'll get on a nice little run. It's like almost like when you get to exercise and you get on a nice little exercise habit and you show up and you go, you exercise every day for 10 days straight. And then that event happens that you can't get it in your schedule. And then the next day you don't go back and do it again. And then you don't do it again. That's how I am. So I will post, and then it will fall off. And then I'll get back to posting again. So I need to do better. I know what I do wrong and I know I could do better. I like it once, I'm doing it, but I procrastinate doing it and thinking it will take too long. Yep, that's it. We overthink it. We overthink it. Mine too. That's why I'm starting with twice a day. Okay. 3 is the ultimate goal by January. Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's a good one. I love finding cheat codes to post in text posts, live highlights, voiceover B-roll. Let me pin the Holocues because I want y'all to see that. That is good. So Halacue, text post. Do you post it in your content or you post it to your stories? Text post. If I understood, you always post it to your stories. Let me make sure if that's true. Live highlights. You always post to your stories, and then the voiceover B-roll is supposed that you do to your page, to your actual page. I started doing voice chats at night since Sunday night. Did you really? Nika said you did one the other night. Awesome. You see, you don't show up in my feed. I gotta see if I can I gotta make sure I set a reminder for you. I decided I'm just going to be posting and not going live next year. Posting important. Important what? It cut off. You're not going live? What do you mean next year you're not going live? What happened, Jimmy? What happened? What in the world? Jimmy Lee said, I'm taking a step back. You just gonna post, friend? Let's see. How like you? Let's see. You said I wanted to make sure I caught up with some comments. Hold on one second. Oh, I post text plus a few fun photos and then also add them to stories. Oh, how cute. How's the post? I gotta go. I'm gonna go on your page. I'm gonna go on your page. I'm gonna write a reminder to go look at your page. Because I'm curious to see how that looks. So let me write view Halacu's page. And if you guys get a chance, definitely view Halacu's page because she does a lot of great content. But I'm gonna pay attention to your text post because you're right. That's an easy one, super easy. Levi voice chat. Give me 1 second. I'll explain it, friend. Last night I had more people passed it through. Awesome, awesome. Keep going, friend. Voice chat. Give me a second. I'll break it down because I'll show it too. Sometimes the text is just giving my live schedule. Okay, okay. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. The one thing I did with my voice chat, not her voice chat, her text feature. One time I did it, and I did like it because all I did was, and I posted it to story. I didn't post it on my page, but I like the idea of being able to post on my page. So I'm gonna pay attention to your text post and see how you're doing it, and model that. Um, I thought it was really good, you all, because I did a couple examples. I asked ChatGPT to give me some examples of voice and I keep saying voice, of text messaging that I could use that was based on my theme of going live and doing it scared. I was trying to be very intentional about the messaging for my audience, and it came up with some great words. And I wanted to make sure it was themed. And so I used that and I posted it in my story. I didn't post it on my page. So now I'm going to look at Halacu's and see what she's doing. She's posting her live schedule. I can definitely do that. And she's posting so she's posting to her page, and then she'll send it to her story also. So that's a good cheat code. Halaku. Ooh, that's a good one, y'all. I mean, seriously. And then she said the live highlights. Let's talk about that real quick. The live highlights, because the live highlights I thought were always part of, for me when I do the live highlights, it'll pull up as if it's doing that go live incentive campaign, and then it'll give me this message that says I didn't qualify for it. But that's not what I wanted to do. So I would say check to make sure that it doesn't have that go live hashtag on there, to make it so that it's not trying to be part of that campaign. Okay? So, but Halaku, do you have that issue? Let me know if you've had that issue with the live highlights. I use my stories a lot. Do you use your stories a lot? I use my stories. I repost the stories for you all, and I do that a lot. So that's how I've been using my stories. And I'll post, if I post a video, I'll post it as well. You said I also do text stories for the past 2 months in the thought bubble. Okay, the thought bubble. Yes, that's the note. Yeah, so I do those too as well. That's a great way to market. Grand Rising. So, hello, how you doing? Those coming into the room, thank you so much for joining. Feel free to chime in and say hello, good morning. How you doing? I appreciate you all being in the room. If you are new, just go ahead and say hello and put new in the chat. A motivation in the grid too. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. How like you? I said, how like you said, I do have that issue. Okay. I appeal pointed out that the TikTok generated it and appealed approved every time. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the times I've appealed it, it has gotten approved. That's fair. That is fair. It one time it took like 3 days, maybe 4 days. I was like, is that approval just not coming through? It took a minute, and the campaign was over by the time it got approved. I was like, TikTok, you wrong for that. TikTok was so wrong for that. I was like, why is it just not getting approved? But now the campaign is over. I see you, TikTok. I see how you roll. Um, I sometimes forget to remove that my go live link and discovered this. Appealed it and TikTok then approves it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Same. Took days. It's crazy because they generated it, the tagged it. I know, messy. Just messy. It is. I was like, TikTok, you're wrong for that. So you'll approve it after the campaign's over. Because you know those campaigns only run for, depending on what you're trying to do, it only runs for like a week. It's like 7 days or maybe 14, but not super long. Good morning, Ocean Summers. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. So these are all good ideas. I don't want you guys to miss the opportunity to get content posted. It is a necessary evil, y'all. We're live hosts. We are content creators. We are influencers. Okay? We're entrepreneurs. Okay? We're affiliates. We're all these titles and hats that we're wearing. So we got to show up and represent as such. Okay? So just know, I know we mainly want to wear the live host hat, but we also got to wear the content creator hat. Okay? So we got to do that piece. And so the texting, the live highlights, things like that, those are really great suggestions. So use what you got. If you got content already, use it. Okay? Don't be afraid to use it because it's there for you. Okay? True, we must wear all hats. I know. Not to mention the hats in our personal life. These are our TikTok hats. So we wear our TikTok hats. But in the meantime, as you're wearing your TikTok hat, you got to show up. You got to represent. Okay? Thank you, pals. Appreciate that daily heart me. All right? So I don't want you guys to feel as if you cannot do it. You guys can do it. It's very feasible. It's within reach. We got to make sure we just be intentional about being consistent, showing up, figuring out some cheat codes, some ways to kind of get stuff out there. I do like that texting feature. I will say that. I'm going to say that over and over again because that's an easy one. And you can have chat or whoever you want to use for AI come up with a couple different messages for your text and just put it out there really quickly from your phone. Come up with a couple different examples. Come up with your live schedule like HowlQ said. Going live, doing a pop-up, and that's a text message. Put on your post. The reality is, the benefit of doing that is that you, if nothing else, you're reaching your followers. Okay? Your followers are getting that message. If nothing else, okay? Even if it doesn't go to the FYP, your followers are seeing that. Put in your stories, your followers are getting it. Ideally, a few new eyes are seeing it too. Hey, KS Creations, appreciate your friend. Ideally, a few extra people are seeing it too. But the reality is, you're promoting your business. Treat your live stream as a business. I said it earlier. If you had a brick and mortar business, you were opening up the doors and you walk in. Hey, Angel, how you doing? You walk into your business. You got to get the customers. You got to get your clients. You got to promote yourself. So the same thing here. You got to promote yourself. What text thing? Okay, let me show. I got to show Laviv. Laviv, let me know if you're still here. I'm going to show you the voice chat. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And then Kim, I'm on this. Hold on. I'm going to go to my shop page. Let's go to my shop page. I gotta post more content on my agency page too. That may be what I do, post some messages there. Hello, friends. So Kim, if you're here and you want to post content, you post some content, you see text, HowlQ saying this feature. That's what she's talking about. And you can put a message here. So I'm gonna pin her message. You said the text thing, so that's what she's referring to, that particular feature. Hello, friends. Hold on, I was gonna pin. So I'm just gonna pin her here. So this is what HowlQ was talking about. So just put a quote or message that ad. Let me pin that one instead. So I made one yesterday. Okay. So take a look. Just put a quote or message, then add a photo or two. There we go. So here's the thing. Take a look at HowlQ's page. Follow her. Connect with her. If you're in the room and you haven't connected with her, go to her page and see how she's doing it. And that way you can have a good example of ways you can integrate it. HowlQ, she one of the people that got over 50K followers, y'all. I'm just saying. And she's growing. And so just know she is really in the content side of things too. So pay attention to her page and see different examples of how she's doing. She said you made one yesterday. Okay, gotcha. So how she's kind of integrating different ways of, hey Luna, how you doing, friend? How she's doing different type of content. That's it. That's an easy win. Okay. And if you do it where there's an image, and you do that texting feature, you add it to your story. Yeah, you don't have to overthink it. You know, there's different ways you can do it. You can integrate texting, that text post as a new way of just saying, okay, here's my live schedule. Doing a pop-up today. And again, not all of your, I'm frozen. TikTok, be nice. Let's see. Are y'all having to go in and out? Try to go in and out. How you doing, YouTube Reiki Master Allison? Hello. Let me know. Thank you for the flowers, the roses. Let me know if I'm still frozen. I do that too with text. TikTok will make it fancy. That's it. TikTok will make it fancy. That is absolutely correct. It's exhausting to make full-on videos every day. I hear that. It's okay to do a little cheat code. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I wasn't doing those to my post. I was putting them in my story. So now I'm going to do that. I'll have some of those. Maybe to your point, HowlQ, if you're going to get to the point where you're posting a couple times a day, HowlQ, how often do you post? So if you're going to get to a point where you're posting 2-3 times a day, why not one of them be a text? You can easily make one of them a text. If you wanted to, you can make one of them a highlight from your content, from your live stream. And then the other one can be an original post. So just think about ways you can do it so that you are growing. The more you do it, the more exposure you get. Now, there are people, I'm not there yet. I tell you guys, I am not there. But there are people, and their strategy is right. If you post a lot, those videos, some of them are going to be flops. A lot of them are going to be flops. But there are going to be one or two that do well. Okay? If you're posting daily like that, 8, 10, 15 videos or posts that are text, a lot of them are going to be flops. They're not going to do well. 5 second, 7 second videos, those quick videos talking. Maybe it's not you talking. Maybe it's you with music and you're doing an expression, you're doing a trend. Not all of them are going to hit, but you will have some that do. And so people do that. They spend a lot more time on the content side. They're engaging there, and they are also doing very well with increasing their followers and their community. Okay? And then that translates to people who are coming to your live stream. Because if there's continuity and consistency between what you're posting about and what you're talking about in your live stream, that's even better. So just think about it from that perspective. Not all of them are going to be winners, but you'll find some that do really well. But like I said, I'm not there where I spend that much time on the content side. So for me, going back to our goal setting and looking at your analytics and looking at strategies to improve, it doesn't have to be, um, you know, a labor intensive process. But there are things you could do to help you move the needle, to get more exposure. Your content is part of it. Should be part of your strategy. Posting in your stories, scheduling a live event, putting that in your story as well. Putting a note about in the thought bubble. Putting in a message that you're going live, or here's your live topic for the day, or here's your pop-up you're doing. And then, of course, what does it mean to make sure that you are visiting other people's lives and engaging in other content that's relevant to your topic? One thing I do, I'll tell you this right now. When I go to Creator Search Insights, I intentionally will search things that are topics that I want to post about, and I do favorite those and I save those. But I also will go and engage in the posts that are part of the examples. I do that intentionally because, first of all, I'm getting the algorithm to know that's content I'm interested in, but also it's my way of kind of driving more interest to my page. Ermi, how you doing? Hey, chat. Ermi, I sent you a message from this page. So if you get a chance, respond to my message because I got to send that to the Creator Network, my point of contact. So let me know if you heard what I said, friend, because I want to make sure I get in front of her soon. Thank you so much. Hey, Charlene, how you doing, friend? Thank you for that daily heart me. Um, so know that that's something you want to pay attention to. Your content, and then of course how that content. Okay, let me check now. Perfect. Your content, and then how you want to use that content to promote your live stream. Okay, but Creator Search Insights, I go in there, I go in and comment and connect with people in the chats that are in those comments, because those are people I would love to get to know and have them come to my page. And so that's a strategy. Even if I'm not about to post content, I'm doing that engagement. That is part of my engagement strategy. I'm driving some attention to my room. I'm saying something thoughtful based on that page, and I'm hearting other messages. I do that intentionally, okay? Because I want to drive attention to my page. When you heart other people's message, guess what? Y'all tell me what happens when what happens. What does that person receive when somebody hearts your message? Even if it's a comment that you made in somebody else's post, when somebody hearts that, they see it. They get a notification. They know that person hearted their message. It's just not for the person who posted it. Yeah, you get a notification. So that's driving attention. That person like, oh, that person liked my page. Who's that person? Who liked my comment? You didn't know that? Yeah, they get a notification. Laviv, I'm gonna heart one of your messages. I'm gonna go to your page and go to the content and see if Dr. Lisa hearted your message. I got you and Alec on my page, on my to-do list. Okay. Let me write it down because I forget. I'm like, why did I write her name down? So yes. But yeah, how you doing, friend? What is Mantis? Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. Good morning. Good morning. Tasty round tortillas and good vibes only. I love that. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Coach Rhonda. Um, and so you want to be intentional about that engagement. Hey, how you doing, Professor Johnson? Hello, look at you, level 10 in the room. Let's celebrate, friend. Thank you so much for coming in. Uh-oh, that period in your name, the period. That TikTok don't like those period after the DRs. Um, Stop by, like listening to Engage Lives. Thank you so much, Engaging Lives. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know, do you go live as well? Let us know. YouTube, thank you for the friendship necklace. Thank you for that. Um, and so, engage, engage, engage. I love it. Angel of Jazz, how are you, friend? So, thank you for the populace. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you for that. Appreciate it, friend. So when you are thinking about your strategies, thank you for teaching this. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're so welcome. I hold on one second. You said I'm bad about going live and need to do it when I'm writing the FYP and have not. Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's actually a good idea. TikTok would actually say your video is doing well. You should go live. TikTok will actually tell you that. What is TikTok doing? What you mean, friend? What happened? What happened? Charlene, let me put you on the pin, friend. You went up as well. Charlene, I caught it that time, level 23. I caught you that time, friend. It tried to sneak past, but I saw it. They tell me and I ignore because of time restrictions. I know. I sometimes I don't make it on time either. I see you. Just the words in chat. Gotcha. Oh, just the words in chat. I missed it. Now I'm back down again. My numbers. Yeah, yeah. It's important to write it when that is happening. Like you said, if you got a video that's doing well and you're on the FYP, TikTok will say, hey, you should go live. So you should try. And I agree. The time restrictions. It's funny. I get that notice like maybe 45 minutes before I plan on going live anyway. I'm like, okay, TikTok, I'm gonna go live soon. I'll go live soon enough. But I should probably try it one time they send it. As soon as they send it, say, okay, I'm gonna go live early. So see what happens. Um, you said it doesn't really help your live with the FIP. Hold on, Haliki, you got filtered too. I missed this message. Please go let go of every post going viral. Release that. Yes. Yes. Halleck, thank you. TikTok didn't let that come through, but I mean it does help. Gotcha, it does help it. Yeah, it does help it. Um, so yeah, the virality of your content is a misnomer. You gotta let that go. You gotta have some videos that do well according to how other videos based on past performance, and then you have some videos that don't do as well. And I got over that. Thank you so much, Coach Rhonda. I got over that really quickly because at the end of the day, not every video is gonna hit, you know, the FYP. Not every video is gonna get categorized. You know, I try to get them categorized. Not every video does. Um, Not, it's just some things are better than others. And at the end of the day, you just have to keep putting the content out there. And so that's why I said when it comes down to people who post a whole lot in one day, that's helping them because essentially they recognize it's a game of numbers. The odds are in their favor that they will have a video that does well because they put enough out there. Okay? So that's how it works. If you have enough content out there, you have the chance of having broad exposure. The whole group 7 was about that notion to say, yeah, there's some videos that are not going to do well. Nobody or not too many people will see. Not that nobody saw it, but not big numbers. And then there's a video that does well. Okay? And so it's a numbers game. And you just have to be, okay with that. And you got to be okay with producing a lot of content in that way too. And I haven't gotten there yet. How you doing, Most? Also post those drafts. A lot of us have 20 plus videos just lingering in drafts. I know. I don't do the drafts anymore. I kind of learned that it takes up too much data and space, storage space, and it does kind of slow your performance. So post the drafts or don't keep the drafts. Or if you're going to do it, definitely post the drafts, but put in your own camera roll, not on your TikTok storage. That's what I would tell you. So post the drafts, friends. I think that's in your best interest. Hello, friends. Everybody coming in. Thank you so much. Make sure you like the live. Share it out. We got 64 shares. We got 55 likes up here. 55.8K likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100. Thank you all for coming through. I'm going to stay live probably for another, I'll probably get right at 2 hours. So another 40 minutes or so. We'll talk a little bit more. I do have meetings today, so I do have kind of a hard stop. And if you're in the agency and you want to meet, have a good day. Thank you so much. And if you want to meet, send me a message so we can get on the books. I want to make sure you're closing out the month of December well. And so maybe we meet earlier in the month so you can prepare for things you need to do throughout this month. So do you delete the drafts or keep them? Some people delete, some people post. The goal is to post. So here's what I will tell you. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Thank you for stopping through. I appreciate you coming in, getting that daily heart me. Hi, good morning. Is it Kiwi? Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support. Thank you. You do go live. You have it in your bio. Appreciate the support. Let me know if you have any questions. And then my friends, if you're new to the live, I am a Creative Network agency. So if you don't have one, you're welcome to apply. And I can talk about that as well if you have questions. Okay, so drafts. Most of your question about drafts. Here's what I will tell you. You want to make sure you post it. I always say this. Sometimes we search for perfection. Maybe it's not perfect. Maybe it's not the best video. Maybe there's some things you could do a little bit more editing, slap a title on it, slap a trending sound, and post the video. And keep it moving. I got one video pinned on my page that went viral, 16K. Check it out. Love that. Love that. Thank you so much, Angel Jazz. That got filtered, but love that, friend. Thank you for sharing. But they are already posted videos. So now that it's posted, is it safe to clear out? Yeah. Well, why are they still a draft if they're already posted? How are they still drafts and posted? Once you click that video to post it, if it was a saved draft, it will post. It won't be a draft anymore. So I'm not sure what you meant by that. So yeah, so I'm not sure how you have a posted video and then still a draft. I guess I'm not understanding what draft is. Well, let me show you, sir. Here, so I'm on my shop page, and say I was here, and I'm gonna go into a 15-second video. I'll just talk about myself. Let's see. Okay, this is an example video. I'm just going to show how you can save a video as a draft. We'll talk through this in a second, and I'm just going to show him that this can be a saved video. So I just did this quick video. So there I am, talking. Say I don't have time to put my title on the top. I don't have time to put some music to this, although no, music did get added. I don't have time to add music. I'm going to come back to this because I'm about to go to a meeting. So I'm going to hit next. You see the word draft? Draft. Post means that I'll post it. Draft is here. So now this video is saved as a draft. It's on my page. When you go to your page now, you see I have one draft sitting there. Thank you so much for the follow, friends. Thank you. How you doing, Teresa? I'm talking about these videos and a place to choose videos from. Okay, I'm not sure what you meant. But that's what HollyQ said. There's a lot of people who will save videos. They'll have different things saved. Oh, no, I'm good then. Yes, you're good then. So this is taking up storage. You can see it right there. It's taking up so many megabytes of space. And there's a lot of people who will save. Maybe you have, this is my shop page. Maybe you took some pictures of different products And you was like, oh, I'm gonna do a video of that later. Oh, I know I need to do a video about that product because I got a sample. Now I need to make sure I do a video. So you got a lot of drafts that are sitting there. And she's saying, don't do that. Don't save those videos like that. That's problematic. So for me, thank you all for the shares. I appreciate. So I just did this video. So what I'm going to do is select this video, and I'm going to delete it. Okay? Well, hold on, wait a minute. It wants me to save it. Let me go back and delete it. Okay. Now I'm going to delete. So I had to hit select at the top, and then I'm going to hit delete. Okay? So I'm deleting that video. So now it's gone. It's not there no more. Okay? So the video's been deleted. Okay? Hey, thank you so much, Teresa. Thank you all for those daily heart means. I appreciate you all. Appreciate it. Good morning, Flourish. How you doing? So we were talking about content because this conversation went to looking at your analytics. Levine, let me know if you're with me. I'm going to talk about voice chat. Give me 1 second, friend. Looking at your analytics. You say room. What is a room? Thorough, it all. Thank you so much. Through it all. That's it. Through it all. So when you're looking at your analytics from November, we're December 2nd, look at what happened in the month of November. And then, so what we said, room was rooming today. Sorry, hit enter too quickly. Okay. That's good, friend. Keep it up. So that's good. That's good to know. So let's see what you've been doing differently, because that's what I'm talking about. Looking at your data for November, and if there are things you can do differently in the month of December or in a new month. Maybe you're participating in, I was about to say campaigns for Flourish, because she was participating in campaigns different before. Maybe she's doing more engagement strategy where she's visiting rooms, she's connecting with others, she's going out and networking by going to other live streams or going in the content like we were talking about earlier. Or what does it mean to post more content? So that's where this conversation stemmed from. We were saying posting more content is important. You got to post the content. It's a necessary evil. That's why we're here too. Okay? And then what does it mean to market your business? Maybe you are posting the content to share when you're going live, and any other resources and services that you offer. What does it mean to do post to your stories, post to your note, that thought bubble at the top, making sure you schedule a live event. We're saying these are the things you have to do to market and promote your live stream. Okay? So you can drive more interest to your live stream. It's not just about clicking the go live button. You got to get to the point where now, okay, how do I take this to the next level? And so for me, one of the biggest things I need to do is do more content. I know I do. I know that has driven people to my live stream. When I post content and things, I have enough content out there. Usually it takes about a week or two, and then I'll see that traffic. I'll see more interest, more engagement, because I have enough content out there, my videos that are performing well, that in turn that drives more focus to my live stream. They're hitting the FYF, and people are seeing me live because my red circle is lit up. All that is part of it. Okay, so you want to be intentional about that. Let me know if there's any other questions about that. Let me know if there's any other questions about content. Okay, I'm gonna pivot to live, the voice chat. Lviv, are you still here, friend? Because she asked the question about voice chat, so I want to make sure I honor and answer her question. But I think she might have left, so I'll save it. Because a lot of you guys are using a voice chat lately, which is awesome. So that's really good. Use the voice chat. I'm not a super fan of the voice chat, because I said it has it doesn't have as far, it's not far reaching. Okay, but I do think it's a good way to engage our audience and build some additional connections. But again, it's not voice chat. Kim, you haven't used the voice chat? I'm sorry, I guess you haven't, huh? The room with no video. Yes, the room with no video. Yep. So if you're here, you want to go live, we're going to go to video here. And it automatically defaults to voice chat because I talked about it last time. So that's voice chat where you're here. And you're right, there's no video, it's just all audio. So when you're doing a voice chat, you will not be able to have any gifts that are interactive. So we just talked about that hat and the DJ glasses. You know how they come on your face, or when people are doing the kisses that kiss your cheek, or even my live goal up here with that one that comes to give you a hug, that little United Hearts, and it's hugging your head. Those type of interactive gifts are not available on voice chat. Only gifts that you can get are the more animated ones, the one that pops up on the screen or something like that, not interacting with you as a human, as a live host. Only the ones that are on the screen. Okay. Not sure I can truly find a use for it since what I do is so visual, which is 90% of a Q&A stuff. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The only way it would make sense, and like I said, if you went to some of the other live streams that are using almost like an audiobook, that's the only reason why you would do it. For you, it would be something that's speaking to plant life. Some kind of book that talks about plant life. And so, if there's something, some notable author out there, um, the person who founded being a horticulturer, something like that, maybe you could use that for your live stream and have people learn and understand like some foundational fundamental stuff with gardening and plants and stuff. But beyond that, I wouldn't, you don't need it. If you want soothing music and maybe make a theme surrounding music, I would tell you for you, Flourish, maybe, because I know you use ChatGPT quite a bit, and we're going to meet tomorrow. I know we're going to do a one-on-one, but you use ChatGPT quite a bit. Ask Chat if there's something to do with an audio chat, if you wanted to use the voice chat. Pete, how you doing, Joe Bell? Thank you so much for that daily heart me. Give me 1 second. Let me turn my fan on. If you wanted to use something that's relevant for your live stream with voice chat, see what they say. Maybe there's a Q&A session you could do, and that's how you use it. It's strictly that. And you ask your community to come, and you're not showing plants, but they can use it to come and talk to you, and that's it. So there are a lot of people who do that, and so I don't feel like that's not something you could do. Someone yesterday said that they wanted to use it as a like a prayer request line because they are in the spiritual niche, and so they want to use that for that reason, which is great. People come in and get do a prayer request. Yeah, she can use voice chat. Yeah, absolutely, she can use it. Yep. So there's different ways to use it. So voice chat is here, and so Kim, for you, it could be also used as a conversation with people. You use it all the time. Yes. So the only other con to this is that you got to make sure you understand what features you have access to, as well as maybe managing some of the features that are there. So, for example, nothing interactive. So you're not doing anything that's visual. Okay. So you don't have any of the effects that are any effects like this. You can't do. It's visual. You can't do that. That's something you would do. Only thing people are hearing is your audio. Okay. So you don't have those type of effects. You don't have any of the other. You only have the sound effects and music. So TikTok has that in there. You can do a poll. You can do some Q&A. You can use, so you can use the poll, the Q&A. There's things like that you could do. You can set your live goal. And then once you go live, you're here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And then if you use the little wand, there's only 2 options. See that? Music and sound effects. Take my mirror off. Those are your 2 options. And then what I said with music, I want you to make sure you turn down the volume, the little speaker right there. Hold on. It doesn't like my screen protector. I'm not, at some point, I'm going to get a new screen protector. Let me slow down. Okay. So make sure you turn it down. I have it at 20, but if you're going to use it for music. Okay, perfect. Yeah, if you're going to use it for music and you want to talk, music, that's super loud. That's going to be super loud to your people in terms of how your music is streaming. So even if they cut their phone down. But if you hit it around 15, 16, somewhere in there, that's fine. You could turn it up a little bit more, but if you ever wanted to talk, so I'm talking right now, you can see my little circle is pulsating. You see it moving? So it hears me talking. So if I want to turn my mic off and you just hear the music only, I press my screen, I hit the little microphone, and now it's off. Okay? And then here, settings, right above that, is where you can turn on and off if guests can request to come up. So if you want them in your boxes, in your panels, you could turn that feature on, allow guest request, and you can have it just for your followers or for everyone. And then you also can auto accept it so you're not paying attention to who can come up or not. So maybe you auto accept it for gifters. You know what I'm saying? So you can decide on what that looks like. But you can turn that feature on and off. You got to remember to turn this feature back on if you do voice chat later. Last night I had too low. I had to lower the volume to 10 to talk. Yes. So it sounds pretty loud when you're with the music playing. So your voice is drowned out. So you definitely want to turn the music down so that it's a good sound for your viewers. But yeah, so this is where you set the settings because if people want to tap, let's see, people want to tap the screen, they can tap up here. But if you don't have this on, it'll pop up and people are constantly requesting. Okay? So you got to be careful with that. Okay. Did you hear my music today? I did. I did. It was good. And then your voice was fine when you came through. I heard you fine. But you have a voice that projects anyway. So but it was totally fine. So those are the things that you kind of need to know about voice chat because the sound matters. Your internet matters. I'll say that. If you got poor internet quality, it skips, the music is skipping constantly, there's long pauses, there's that type of stuff. When it transitions from song to song, there's typically a pause that happens. But if your internet is poor quality, it's jumping, skippy, it sounds very disjointed. So you got to be careful about your internet quality with voice chat. A lot of people are overlooking that, and you don't know. You don't know unless your viewers tell you, or you go back and listen to that recording and you hear it. I would encourage you, if you're just starting with the voice chat, go back and listen to some of your recordings. Listen to maybe 15, 20 minutes because that's probably about how long someone's going to stay there. So listen to about 15, 20 minutes of your recording and just see how you are sounding. Whether you're talking, whether it's audiobook talking, whether it's music playing, see what your recording looks like. Hear what your recording looks like for your audience, for the viewer experience. Um, If you wanted to play an audiobook, this is I'm doing new things every day because I'm using it twice a day now. That's good. Um, Look at your analytics, pay attention to your analytics, and see what you're getting from it. Okay, because here's the thing about voice chat: you don't get pushed out a lot. Okay, you're not. It's not getting excessive, reach. So you want to be intentional about, okay, how are you performing in this voice chat where it will, um, be a win for you. You can grow. True. So I say use it, but use it in a way where you're being very strategic about what's your goal. Is your goal for followers? Which I would say it probably shouldn't be because it's just going to be a smaller number. But if it is for um, saying that you have that additional stream, that you're streaming and you're being consistent in that way, that's helpful. Um, but I will work on, what does it mean for engagement? Okay. It's additional to what I'm doing. Yeah. But what does it mean towards engagement? Is it people coming in, chatting, asking questions, all that stuff? If the audio books, the ones that I've seen, I guess it just depends on your audience and their preference. I would almost even say poll your audience and just see, hey, do you like for me to play this music? You can add a poll. So you can add a poll. Okay. Do a quick poll or a customized poll. Got a couple different polling options. It'll show up as like a little poll here for your audience right above you. Could you use audio for podcast replays? You could. So here's what you would need to do, Dr. Nicole. You see where I'm muted right now? You would have to, there's a couple different ways you could do it. You could have two devices. Maybe you have another device here. So you're muted. Your primary one is muted. And maybe your other device is in another room and it's playing your audio. So that could be a way to do it. And so don't have them next to each other. But that could be a way to do it where your mic is muted, the other one's on, and it's by your computer. You said I listen to a sermon too. Okay, that's good. That's good. There's a lot of people who will use those audiobooks to help with or recordings like a sermon or something to help with more reach as well, because again, your audience and the words that are being said, keep that in mind, will help to inform the AI on what your topic's about. So when it comes to the voice chat, I would say spend a little time on your description, spend a little time on your topic or your title, because the AI will pick that up too. Spend a little time there, drafting those things so that the AI can pick it up. And hopefully, thank you so much, Mrs. Treetop. What's the copyright rules on audiobooks? Well, people are still doing it. You're supposed to have the copyright though. Anything you stream that you can monetize on, you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have permission. You're supposed to have permission. A lot of people are streaming without permissions, whether that's music, whether that's the audio resources and stuff. But you should have permission. Yeah. Okay. Um. So think about that. There are some copyright free or copyright um, services that you can pay for. You can pay for the copyright, so yeah, you can have it in that way. So there are some ways where you're paying for the copyright because of that paid service. Epidemic Sound, I think people say that's a good one. I think it's music. I don't know if it's audiobooks, but I think it is music. But yeah, you should have it. All right, my good friends, let me know if there's other questions. I realize it's after 12 o'clock. I do have a couple of meetings I need to jet off to. Who is going live tonight or today? Today, who's going live again? And I'm seeing more and more of you guys use the voice chat. I'm going to use it. Don't get me wrong. Actually, I told you my December goals. The posted is right here. Live studio and voice chat 7 times. Live studio 3 times, voice chat 7 times. This is December 2nd, so I'm going to do both of them one day this week. I have to decide which day, maybe Thursday. Thursday, I'll do both of them. And so set your goals, set your intentions, though. I don't want you to get back here and say, oh, well, I don't know what happened. I stopped doing this, stopped doing that. If you're setting it as a goal, that means that you're being more thoughtful and intentional about doing it. Gonna try to get a lot of live time in today. Look at you. When are you going live first? What first time you're going live? Lviv, are you back? Because I just talked about voice chat, friend. Let me know if I need to talk about it. Lviv, drop me a line if you're back in the room. So I'll recap it really quickly. So who else is going live? Coach Jesse. In about an hour when I get my new phone set up. Oh, nice new phone. Okay. Soda, I sent you a message too. Let me know when the message was pretty much telling me you said you were going to be in Orlando, so let me know when you're in town. So send respond to my message and the voice chat. I asked a couple other things too. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. You got filtered. Somebody just did a um, daily heart me. Hello. Thank you so much for the parish love. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. Um, thank you. Hello, friend. Um, so it says me at, hold on one second. Coach Jesse, let's see. Praise him. You said me at 5 p.m. evening, praise and Bible study Eastern, and gospel music midnight praise at midnight. And I'm assuming that's on the voice chat. Awesome. And then Coach Jesse, you said you're live at 6 p.m. Central, helping entrepreneurs, women 40 plus earn money. Love that. Yes, I heard it's cold there. No, no, we're good. We're good now. That's me. Love it. Love. You said that's me. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you coming in, supporting the live. Um, you said lifestyle, business, confidence, growing, glowing, elevating together. Love that in your email. Appreciate you being here. Soda, no, soda right now, the weather, I'm looking at my computer. It says 77 degrees. It's not too bad. It's not cold. Not right now. I think we get up to 80 before the week is out. Yeah, so it's okay right now. Oh, good. When I went in January, it was freezing. We do have some cold days in January. Oh, we'll get some cold days in December too. Right now, it's fine. I haven't looked at like the 7, 10 day out. I take it day by day, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think we're in a warm up. Last week it was a little chilly. Some days we had a few chilly days. But I think the whole country, you guys got snow and shit. It was like snow all in the Midwest and Northeast and stuff. So we got some of that cold weather, but it's fine. It's warmed up again. I apologize, my people who are not in the state of Florida. I'm just gonna say that. My family, I got family in Chicago. They tell me all the time, we don't talk to you. In December, January, ain't no point in talking to you because you're gonna say it's cold and it's like 50 or 60 degrees, and that's cold to y'all, and they dealing with 40s and below. So they say we're not talking to you. Thank you, Silver Fox. You say you get out of here. Silver Fox, I gotta go. Thank you so much. Lviv, I think she did not come back, so I'm assuming she's not in the room. I just want to make sure. I will probably go live as well. I will probably go do a co-host live, doing some fun bean games. Oh, that sounds fun. Love it, love it, love it. Mrs. Treetop, love that. You know what time yet? I keep missing you. I catch you at you're popping up all over the place now. So let me know if you got a regular schedule, Mrs. Treetop. Had someone in my live this morning that is from near my hometown. Said it was 8 degrees. Oh my gosh. I could not do 8 degrees anymore, y'all. I couldn't do it. I did not like growing up in Chicago. It was in the winter months. It was just too cold for me. I was a lot thinner. I didn't have as much cushion as I have now, but still, it was cold. So yes. Um, all right, friends. Let me know anybody else going live. So I'm gonna head off. I appreciate you all joining. Yes, 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern. Also do some pop-ups if someone requests me. Okay, gotcha. Okay, 10 and 3. Okay. I lived in Idaho for 6 months. Not fun. Oh gosh, yeah, that's the Midwest too. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it's chilly. Well, it's cold. I shouldn't say chilly. Cold. It's cold. All right. All right, friends. So let me head off. I appreciate everybody being here. I'll be back. I'll be back at 4, and definitely people who are going live. Let's see. A few of you guys are going live actually right now. Miss Darlene and Black Lotus are doing voice lives. So they're on the live screen right now doing voice lives. And then Mrs. Treetop says she's going live. She'll be live again at 3 p.m. Eastern. Um, Coach Jessie says she's going live at 6 p.m. Central. Um, Praise Him says she's going to be live at 5 p.m. evening Eastern. That's 5 p.m. Eastern. So there's quite a few that are going to be live. When I come back at 4, I think I'm going to do 1 hour only because I think I'm supposed to be going to another session, another meeting, so I'll be around. How is round two going for everyone in the agency? They're still pushing through, still pushing through. Nika, are you in the room? What's your live schedule for today? If you're in the room, I don't know if she's here still. Thank you for asking. Trixie, how are you, friend? Thank you for asking that, Flourish. Let me see. Um, I know Wellness Pure and Nika 135. Look at you. So for Rising, which is what Nika's in, the top 100 move forward. So the top 100 move forward. So she's within range. Hey, Phenomenal. How are you? How's everything going? Thank you so much. You said, yeah, I'm here. You said eyes. See you. Are you going live today too? I need to pop in to see you too, friend. How's your live? Have you picked up your schedule again to go live? Phenomenal. Thank you for the populars, friend. Um, let's see. Wellness Girl is 331. You said I'm sick. Okay. I hope you feel better. Sorry to hear that you're sick. Okay. Okay, friend. Yeah. Love Universified. Hey, friend, I'm about to get off soon. I know we're meeting, so I got you. I got you. Did you get my email? I think I didn't put a message in the chat. So I have you for today. I have Diana for today. And Flourish, I have you for tomorrow. Cancel my live. Oh, you canceled your live. That got filtered. Oh, so your 70s got filtered too. Need to eat. Yeah, definitely eat, friend. Hopefully you feel better soon. Yeah, I don't like to hear that you're sick. The world needs to hear you, friend. Love that. So, so Wellness Girl is 331 and Impure is 373. So they're doing good. I mean, they're still in it. Yes, so yes. Oh no, feel better. That was for Phenomenal. Phenomenal, definitely. Feel better, friend. Thank you for that, for the sparklers. You're so sweet. Appreciate you, friend. Yes. Hope you feel better soon. Um, so yeah, I would go on live, makeup. Okay, this is Nika's. You're saying go on live, makeup over 40, pushing live fest and talking about top three Loveaways. I love that. Loveaways 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So Nika is gonna do her live stream about makeup. And so she has some giveaways that she'll have too. So just know that you might want to join if you are in it to win it. So just keep that in mind. So she'll be doing that. And she's also pushing Live Fest. So if you want to support all our creators that are in Live Fest. Pure Intentions, let me say this. Pure Intentions has a big battle tonight. Pure Intentions is doing her battle tonight. So she will be doing her big battle tonight. It's her way of pushing Live Fest. Also, she's in round two. She is going to use her. She's going to use her double blast during the time of the battle. So bonus hour was yesterday and it's tomorrow. She'll probably be doing leveraging bonus hour as well. But just know today she's going to use her double blast. So if you get a chance to go to her live and support during the battle, that would be awesome. Time of the battle. That was cute. Secret tree. I haven't seen that one. I was like, what just happened? The tree that had some presents. Oh no. Why did TikTok do that to that tree? No. The tree laid some presents down. I love it. Gonna do more casual live in 45 minutes with trivia and chat. So Soda's going live soon. You said poppin' tree. I love it. I love it. That was cute. Thank you for that. So the holiday gifts are really cute, y'all. Cause I've seen a few of them come through. So definitely check out the holiday gifts. I think there's one with like a sled. It's super cute. So you guys got to see some of those that are in there. Um, so anyway, so make sure you support our Live Fest people. So thank you so much, Flourish, for bringing that top of mind. We as an agency, we're 26 in the chart on the leaderboard. We're 26, so we dropped down enough significantly, but it was good. We did really good this first time out. So now we know Now we know how to do this. So next time around, Live Fest, we're going to be ready for it. We're just going to be ready. They ain't going to be no stopping us. So we probably won't be in 26 is great. It is. It is. I don't know how many in the novice category. Next year, we probably won't be in novice because we would have grown, but that's okay. We will be in the next round and we will go ahead and we will let them have it because we know what to do. We gonna conquer. I heard that. I heard that, Flores. I mean, Soda. We are gonna conquer. So yes, yeah, we'll definitely do much better next time around as an agency because we just didn't know what to expect, and so the newness of it all. But we had three people advance, so that's huge. That is huge. How we move up as an agency? I think it's the points we would need. I think it's the points based on our finalists and how they're performing. How you doing, Catherine? Thank you so much, friend. Um, yeah, I think it's the points based on our community, and so if we have more people, I think we would have more points that we're able to get in this next at this point in the round two. But yeah, we don't have as many finalists, I guess, or round two folks. So, but we did well. We did really well. So I take it. I take it as a win. It is a win, y'all. All right, my friends, y'all, we even went longer. Let's see, I think I did almost 2 hours. I'm 6 minutes from 2 hours. So anybody else going live really quickly? Anybody else? Love Universify, we'll meet shortly. And then we'll talk a little bit more about goals. The takeaway from today's conversation, I went all over the place, but today's takeaway should be that in the month of December, if you're still in the room, you should have a goal for yourself because you looked at your November data. You came up with goals based off how you performed in November to show up in December. This is the last month of the year. I know there's a lot going on this month because everyone has holiday parties and the holidays itself and all the different things that are going on to close out the year. However, you got to do one thing for yourself for your live stream because you're showing up in a way for yourself and others. So, how do you set goals that are focused on growth? Okay. So, those of you who are looking at followers, looking at your watch time, looking at how many days you're streaming, how many days you're streaming, but how many times you stream, because that's a metric as well. Your total hours of streaming. What does it look like for your diamond count? We always talk about the money. So just making sure you're doing things to move the needle. Okay? So that's what you want to do as well. And this is the time to do it. All right? Luna, I see where it says you like the live. I appreciate your friends. Let's see, we're close to 100K likes. Let's see if we can get 100K likes in the next few minutes. So go ahead and like the live. And then, like I said, I'm going to head off in about 5 minutes. If there's any last minute questions, let me know. I'm setting up my other screen. And then, did anybody do any Black Friday shopping? All that talk, I did not get a chance to go shopping. Real, you got filtered with your comment. You said how to prevent getting restricted. It's not letting me unfilter it either. Give me 1 second. Okay, there you go. What are you doing in your live stream? Zero earnings, 100% real live almost daily. What's your topic about, friend? I'm inactive in my live. For inactivity in your live. So inactivity meaning that you're not active of the chat. So inactivity from your chat, no one's tapping your screen, sharing it out, no one's commenting, or you're saying you walked away and there's no activity, that static image. Are you getting a static image? All I brought was super fan subscription while half off. Ooh, I know I got one too. I bought one too. No, they are. So it's you then. So are you using a green screen or anything like that? Are you getting a static image? That could be a piece of it. Just brought some skincare I needed that was on sale. You sent me something, and when I went to that link, Nika, I didn't know what I was looking at. It was so many options. I was like, what's the product? Where is it? So I meant to message back, but I knew at that point I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to get anything today. And so I needed to really be shopping, go back and shop. No, I'm just gaming and talking to friends, but TikTok keeps shutting my live down. Suspended due to inactivity, but I don't know how I'm inactive. Oh, um, I'm not sure. You're saying you're gaming. Are you so happened 3 times now? Interesting. Are you doing well, let me ask this question first. First, are you with an agency? Because I really can't coach or poach you. But are you with an agency? That would be my first question. Because you probably want to go back to them to see if if you are with one. Not getting a puzzle. So not getting a puzzle. No, I'm not with an agency. Okay, so that's fine. And Nika asked the question: are you getting the puzzle? And you're not doing the puzzle? That could be it. That's a good point, Nika. Have you ever gotten that puzzle on the screen that you have to do the little image? And maybe the puzzle is coming up and you're not seeing it because I don't know. Is there a dual screen? Are you going live from Live Studio? I really get the puzzle the first time for some reason. I never get the puzzle. Yes. Yes, Live Studio. I just did Live Studio for the first time. Leanne, I don't know if she's in the room. Can't puzzle with while gaming. Sounds different. You said can't puzzle while gaming. Is that a question? Um, I don't know. Love University 5. Was that a question? Asking. Oh, that was asking. Live Studio not the best. Live Studio should be fine for gaming. I really don't know from a gaming perspective and from a Live Studio perspective. I'm just learning Live Studio, so I'm not sure why it would shut you down if you're not if you're getting the puzzle and you're answering the puzzle, solving the puzzle. That's one thing. If you're not even getting the puzzle, um, which is fine. Sometimes you don't get the puzzle. I haven't seen a puzzle. Oh, you haven't seen a puzzle. Okay, so you haven't been getting the puzzle. So I don't know if it even comes on Live Studio. To be honest with you, I don't know enough about Live Studio in terms of what would would cause you to have an inactivity message or restriction. I don't know. Are you in um, the right mode? Because there's a director's mode and an editing mode. So maybe that's what you need. Oh, I see. Hard to do puzzle while gaming, I think. Okay, that's true, but it doesn't sound like they're getting a puzzle either. And maybe the puzzle doesn't go on Live Studio. I have no idea. So inactivity message, I have no idea. Um, as a gamer, I would almost say go on the search bar and research inactivity restriction for gaming and see what pops up and see if someone has did a video about it. Should it not be business account? No, I don't think you should be a business account. Are you a business account? If you're a business account, I would say yeah, maybe that could be part of it. I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. Make sure not business account. Oh, that's what you said. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll check. So check and see if you're a business account. So you're saying make sure it's not a business account on Live Studio. Hey Tina, thank you so much for being here. I checked to see if he has a business account. Oh, I can't check in here without leaving the live. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. Hey friend. Hey, I think I do. You think you do have a business account? Yeah, why? I would, yeah, I definitely would be personal. If you're a business account, TikTok wants you to go live as a business. I had a business account, had to switch to personal. Yeah. If you're not talking about your business and you're just gaming, I would say you definitely need to be personal, a personal creator account. So you would go on your profile page, 3 lines in the top corner, click that, scroll down to settings and privacy. Settings and privacy, you want to click account at the top. I'll try that. Click account at the top and check, scroll down. If it says switch to personal, that means you are a business. So you're currently personal and it's telling you to switch to, I'm sorry, you're currently business and it's telling you to switch to personal. If you are business, it will say switch to, if you're personal, it'll say switch to business. Okay, thanks for that tip. You're welcome. Cool. Yeah, and then go on the home screen, just see if someone else has encountered what you're dealing with. Thank you for the follow. Somebody might have encountered what you're dealing with and they're like, you know what? I am I've gotten this inactivity message, and here's why. So it could very well be someone who is a gamer that's getting that message as well, and they posted about it. All right, friends, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate everybody joining the live. Your girl is about to jump off. Tina, how's everything going with your live? I'm going to be back at 4 o'clock. You went live earlier today, which was awesome. Hey, friend. Um, and so I appreciate you showing up for your community, friend. You've been going live quite often. It's going good. Look at you. I love it. Yeah, you're I'm seeing you more and more. You said almost 100. Oh, almost 100K. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You all just got me through another meeting about. Oh Lord. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm happy we were able to get you through it. I'm trying, Lord. I know you are. So, Tina, you wasn't here for my lecture, so come back at 4. I'll continue my lecture. We're looking at November's numbers, and everybody, most people who were going live did well in November. You should have seen some gains. So I want you guys to look at your analytics. Pay close attention to how you're performing, what happened in November, what are things you would like to see improved on in December, because December can be a growth month too. It just doesn't have to be November. We know Live Fest was happening, but you can definitely continue that in December. You can definitely see ways to increase your followers, increase your diamonds, increase your days you've streamed or how many times you streamed in a day. All those things you can do. You can post in your live stream that you're going to go live, schedule a live event, post it in your stories, post it in your page, post it in your notes, and then also make sure you're posting more content to drive more traffic to your room. So again, there's things that you can do. So I just want you guys to know we're paying attention to our analytics this month. We're in our growth season. Okay, I should be able to be back at 4. All right, perfect. I'll take a look at people's numbers too if you want me to. You got it. I did it. Y'all did it. Appreciate the support, friends. So, okay. So, 100K today. I appreciate the support. I will be back. I reset my goal. You guys tell me that to do that all the time, and I never do it. So, let me reset it. So, that way it says achieved, and TikTok sees it as being achieved. Please look at mine. Please look at your data. Okay. You know what? Let me look at it real quick so I don't forget. Give me 1 second. I'll look at it now. Because the thing I did yesterday, I was just telling people how many new followers they got and how they, I keep forgetting to do that too. I know. I keep forgetting to get my points. Claim your points. Claim your points for the Daily Heart Me. Claim your points. Your girl keeps forgetting to do that. So I don't want y'all to be like me. Get your points. You've earned them. You put in the work. Tina, you look good, friend. You look good. You did well in the month of November diamond count. Your follower count was not as high as October. October was a good month for you, a great month actually. But definitely did well, and you're up in so many ways in November. Yeah, so November you did really well. Diamond count was pretty high. Your streams was up higher. Your watch time was much higher. Your overall live duration was higher. Your followers and your days of going live were days of going live was flat. It was the same amount, but your follower count was much lower. So you had a pretty awesome October. November you had 64. October you had 269. So you had a really good October. So just know that's okay. You're still going. You're still growing, friend. So those are some good numbers. So look at your November. You can go and do a search for November 1st through the 30th. if you look at your analytics and take a look at your numbers. Okay. So, okay, I'll take a look. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, when it comes to followers, that's what I was saying. Gotta post, gotta make sure you're on your posting game. I know some of y'all, I know many of you are on it. I know you were you doing shopping cart a lot more in October than November? Because that probably trickled in a lot more followers for you too. I think that was the case. October, you were doing maybe your shopping cart on a lot more than what you did in the month of November. So I think that may be what the trade-off and the difference is in your numbers. But that's good regardless. It's good numbers. Don't get me wrong. Okay. All right, friends. Let me let you go. I appreciate everybody being here. We'll be back at 4. We'll chat it up a little bit more, and then we'll go from there. Make sure you claim your points before you head out. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you guys at 4 o'clock, okay? Thank you for the taps, the shares, the likes, the comments, the gifting, all the support that came through this live. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Oh, look at the new screen. Okay. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. Turn off your do not disturb. I will do it right now. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. All right, friend. Take care. Thank you so much. All right. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye bye. Be back at 4.